is all part of the long-term globalist strategy. So, but to get there, you've got to have the constant clash, the constant alchemical blending and mixing and smashing together right out of Manichaeanism to produce the convergence, to produce the synthesis. And that's what's crucial in all this, and what is absolutely true from an alchemical, esoteric, philosophical, and geopolitical perspective, the fact that the ruling elite seek to be post-human. JaysAnalysis.com. Can't try to fix today's problems politically. And this is what so many people in alt circles and alt-right and alt-whatever and alt-media, they all seem to think that there's like a political solution to man's problems. And really the whole of modernity is built on this neo-pagan concept of political salvation. And there is no political salvation for man, because man's problems are not essentially political, they're spiritual. The hierarchy of how man views himself in the world has been inverted. I've covered over and over and over the white papers that actually discussed how to invert and subvert that, changing images of man, things like this. So what has to happen is that the inversion has to be reverted back to the way it needs to be. And that means that first and foremost for man, it is spiritual issues. Those come first. Then we have the things like the philosophy and the family and the social issues and things like that. That comes next. And race or ethnicity can be classed as part of that. That is, in other words, you caring for your people is just a broader extension of the family, the tribe, the nation. Right? It all depends on what we mean by these words and these terms. Now, America and Americanism is the first attempt at a completely propositional nation. And this is well known. This is not debated in political theory. I think even Abraham Lincoln referred to it that way. Jay Dyer of Jay's Analysis. Jay Dyer of Jay's Analysis.
What's up, nerds? What's up, nerds? Welcome. Yeah, I don't know where people get the idea that covering news was somebody's specific idea. Literally the entire internet, every damn live stream covers news. We thought it would be fun to cover weird news because Jamie is the originator of weird stuff. That's a Jamie thing. And I've always enjoyed weird news, and it's it's not just weird news. News is throwaway, boring stuff. But we will cover things that tie into the Global Elite lecture series that I've done, that tie into the books that I've done, that Jamie's done. The new lecture series relating to the history of organized crime and the mafia, the new lecture series relating to the serial killers. By the way, we just finished the part 2 of the serial killer talk on the movies, and then next up is who we're gonna do. We're gonna do probably Leonard Lake and Charles Ng in my actual serial killers talk, because there's some really wild connections that those guys have. Probably do some Dahmer too. So, and yes, there will be another installment of the Bible series, part 2. Anyway, I'm getting caught up. And we're loving things over on The Rock. So be sure and sign up over at ROK, baby, at the Finn.
Yeah, we got a new platform, so we need some new material.
Right. So we're gonna have
format.
Some of the edgy stuff will be over at The Rock, because you gotta, everybody over here is a little soft. Everybody over here they can start to cry and get verklempt if you talk about some of hers.
We'll still be here.
Said a bad word.
I know. I say all the bad words.
Yep.
I say bad word every time.
She's good at it. Jamie's a talented cusser. She's probably the best cusser I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sign up at The Rock. You heard all of that. But today we're going to talk about... So Jamie found all these funny, weird news stories that she wanted to talk about. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. We can do that.
Yeah.
It's just another type of thing. Everybody likes KJ's weird news. Jamie's been doing weird news.
Tristan's funny doing the news.
Your boy Tristana is over there doing the weird news.
We could talk about news, because this is something that is interesting to me, because obviously all of my friends on Facebook or Reddit or whatever I would follow for news, it's going to be a completely different stream than someone else would have. A normie, or a mom, or just a typical
the news
boomer.
feed? What are you talking
about?
Yeah.
So all of the weird stuff gets filtered to me because my friends are like-minded. Do you know what I mean?
You mean the normies?
Well, we're getting a lot of different news stories that are more true than what you would just get from CNN or Fox or your Facebook feed.
Who are you talking about?
Me and you.
Oh, okay.
Because
you were talking about your normies. I don't know.
Yes, so it's much different. So the news...
I know, but when you say the we, I never know who the pronouns are referring to.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's just funny.
Anyways, but also people
This is a recurring problem with me and Jamie is, who do the pronouns refer to?
The people watching.
Who's the we, the they?
Are we?
Who's the they, the we?
Yep.
No, I'm not going to be rapping tonight, because you got to be, every time I do a rap over here, there's a dang copyright ding. And then it's not a strike, but if your video gets a copyright ding, the algorithm automatically just screws it over. It doesn't promote it. So anyway,
let's kick off the news with an article about the psychology of the conspiracy denier.
Yeah, this was actually a really good article, because it's not really a news article. It's more of a psychology article talking about the idea of the authority figures being your replacement daddy. And the security blanket. Why can't people face up to the truth, to what's really going on, this kind of stuff? Because of fear, because of weak-mindedness, because of viewing Big Daddy State as their daddy security blanket who takes care of them.
This one was on Reporting for Beauty, and the author was tinfoil on the psychology of the conspiracy denier. And why?
That's a joke. Tinfoil. Tinfoil.
Yeah, I know. Tinfoil hat.
You didn't get it.
Tinfoil.
You know, you thought that was that real dude's name. You really thought that was that dude's name? That's not his name.
It has a tinfoil hat guy too.
Tinfoil. She believed it.
That's funny. But why do you think people mock this idea? Because obviously there's corruption, collusion, apparent on all levels, lobbying. Everybody knows. Watch a Michael Moore documentary or whatever. Like everybody.
Oh, but it's only the right wingers, right? It's the right wing conspiracy.
So it's the party
it's
that
the
you
liberal,
don't like. Yeah.
Liberal. No, but see, that's the thing is that each of these groups, right, has this fake blame to put it on another group. And yet, at the same time, everyone can recognize criminality at the local level. They recognize psychopathy at the local level. But no, at a national, international level, no, it doesn't.
Somewhere it
happen.
Stops up the food chain.
Because up there, because you couldn't run things unless you were virtuous.
Right. Oh, well, that's what this article is arguing, is that obviously governments have and continue to abuse populations throughout history, and dominance hierarchies favor sociopath people.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So the article goes on to talk about how an infant will place an innate trust in authority, which should evolve into a faith in God when you grow up. But this is hijacked to trust the experts.
Yeah, the state always has wanted to interject itself as the God figure.
So their default infant setting, the trust is placed in the most powerful authority present, which people don't even know what that is anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So, because who's behind the president? Who's behind? Like, there's always one more. And
could you imagine believing like that the president really runs stuff? Like,
yeah. So
I mean, but I don't understand how people think that like politics is a solution. It's funny to me. Like, at a certain point,
or
you
education.
Could grow. Yeah, like, oh, we could just get the right guys in there, we could fix the system.
If we could just educate
if we could
everyone.
just get the vote. Now, I mean, it's not like politics doesn't do anything. It's a layer of reality, just like corporations are a layer of reality. But the point is that it's under higher levels of strata of reality that can control from the top down. Again, not everybody. It doesn't require that everybody at every layer of the pyramid be in on it.
Yeah. So if these people, even if they run into what the article calls a closed door or a gap in logic, their infantile brain says, well, mommy and daddy are behind that, running everything, and the top men and the experts are taking care of us all, right?
We have our top men on it.
Yeah. And so they don't want to face the reality that there is no caregiving archetype, like a Bernie Sanders or an old...
Bernie Sanders cares for you.
Yeah.
He's definitely an archetype. A happy boomer, very happy. Give me one type of toothpaste, one type of soda pop to choose from.
No. And so...
You know he would say soda pop, too. Like, there's no way he would say a Coke. He would say, a soda pop!
Yeah. It's not all Bernie Sanders and Ralph Naders at the top making all the decisions for us, right?
It's Nalf Raiders and Cerny Banders.
Cerny Banders! South Nader!
And it's funny because the bigger the...
Could you imagine actually believing that socialism is a real thing?
The bigger the idea, the bigger the
really
corporation.
Believing in that? I mean, dude, wow. So I'm going to be doing a little more black pill stuff. Not because I legitimately want everybody to be nihilistic and lose hope. But I will be able to, over on The Rock, say some of the things that I really think. And it will just be more fun because I can really just lambaste the people that annoy me. Especially normies, and especially what's going on with, like, boomers and how they've adopted all of the coof. I mean, ooh, baby, I can't wait to rant, baby. Oh,
I can say all the bad words on Rock.
I'm cooking up a rant over here in these hands. These hands are getting hot right now. About to drop a fire rant. I might just do I've already done a boomer rap, or I did a boomer wave song. Anyway, I'm rambling. Go.
Anyway, well, that was pretty much it.
So what's the main thesis? That the reason that people can't...
They trust in it because it's big. Like, Big John...
Trust in what?
Like,
what
corporations. Like, the big ones. Like...
Right, so in other words...
I will
the
point
big
to the word I
corporation...
can't say, and you can...
Booger.
No.
You can say Bayer Monsanto.
Oh, that they make aspirin that has AIDS infected in
Bayer
it.
Monsanto. Why can't you say that?
I don't know. That's the thing. YouTube is inside my head, so I just don't know. Like,
it's not even that hard to figure out what are the no words.
Apparently. Anyways, class action lawsuits happen every day, so it's not like these big giant conglomerations have worked everything out.
The other thing that annoys me is the idea of, it's all about money, dude. It's all about money. And people say this because they think that they're saying some really philosophically genius shit. Like, they're dropping some bombs when they say, so, like, it's all about freaking making money, dude. Like, don't you think that the corporations are there to make money, dude? And it's like, bro, really?
That's
you think that that's what's motivating the policies that lose money? You think that the corporations enforce things that lose money because they just want to make money? Bro, you're dumb. Get out of here. Go home, dude.
Yeah.
Go home.
Gil Bates isn't...
I just want to make money.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's not motivated by greed
I just
anymore.
want to make crypto stack sats. I just want to make money because I don't have enough. No.
They want to live forever is one of the...
I want to live forever, don't you?
Well,
what are you talking about?
We will the right way. They want to extend their life without...
It's psychopathy, dude.
Yeah.
Again, so people... This is what I was telling Christy Mayer the other day. We did an exclusive interview that was a lot of fun on The Rock. Go over to The Rock, baby. And you could get access to that interview as well. But we did an interview over there, and I was talking about the people don't know the art of the conology, criminology, elite criminology, right? Those are the real ways and the only ways to understand the world. You cannot understand how the world works if you don't understand basic criminology, basic conology, and elite criminality. That's a key fact. And by the way, I will give props to Corbett for pointing that out many years ago, is that he said that you have to understand elite criminality. That's the real way to understand how the world works. And he was correct about that. Anyway, by the way, you can leave a super chat. If you want to talk to us famous E-celebs directly, you can leave a super chat and we will reply to you. We will condescend from our E-celebrity thrones to speak to the masses. I'm just joking, by the way. Somebody's going to clip that and be like, we got him, dude. Exposed. He thinks he's elite, dude.
It's all about money.
He's on the inside.
Yeah, right.
All right, what's next? That is a good article,
okay,
by the way.
yeah.
I'll almost share. I shared that on my Twitter. If you want access to that article, most of the stuff I've shared on my Twitter.
People who mock you for your tinfoil hat are thinking like babies. Okay, that is the moral story.
Get that Gerber, baby. I'm about to get that Gerber. I'm about to suck on some Gerber.
This one I liked because it was kind of like chills, like just a creepy
Number
chill.
4.
Yeah. We like chills.
Number 4.
Can you do a chills rap? Messing up our
No,
lives.
hold on. Big Sur sees Dark Watchers. I hope that they are okay. I want to know what they are watching. If you'd like to see my face and know what I look like, follow me on Dylan is Chilling at Instagram.com.
Yeah. Do this one in chills. Look at the mountain range. Okay,
You gotta do it. Go.
Big Sur sees dark watchers. This was in the San Francisco Chronicle. And apparently, if you look at the mountain range of the Central California coast at sunset, you will see 10-foot tall beings looking back at you with capes and hats.
That's just NBA.
Yeah.
That's just NBA. That's just practice. I'm talking about practice. Y'all talking about practice?
No.
I'm talking about practice.
I'm talking about watchers.
I'm talking about, get it? 10 feet tall beings.
The basketball players? What?
I'm just making a joke.
Oh.
They're seeing basketball players.
Yes.
10.
That's funny, babe.
I'm just talking to myself over here.
Let's see.
She got to catch up like 20 minutes later. She's like, oh, now I got your joke.
I'm one of those people
She'll laugh
that
at 20 minutes to get my joke.
It
20
will
minutes
take
later,
me
dude.
like 10 minutes to get the punchline of something. I never know when
But you're
someone's
smart. I
pulling
don't
my
understand,
leg.
but because you're smart.
I don't know.
Do you not listen to what? She
I'm
doesn't even
innocent
listen to what I say.
in the brain, and I don't know when people are pulling my leg.
I'm innocent in the brain.
Yes. Yep.
That brain guilty. Innocent in the brain. That's
Yeah.
funny.
The Spanish saw them, and they called
Saw
them
what?
the 10-foot tall people in the hills at Big Sur.
There's no 10-foot tall people in the hills at Big Sur.
It could be like Keanu Reeves, no, like Fallen Angels or something.
It's just Allen Iverson after practice. I'm talking about practice. Remember that viral video? Remember E-Bomb's World viral video? I'm talking about practice, dog. I'm talking about practice.
This was the Chills Weekly World News.
Yes, I like these. These are great.
Okay, so
There's
John
nothing better.
Steinbeck, the
I love
famous
Chills
author,
videos, dude.
he wrote about them in a story called Flight. So if you want to meet them, you have to bring a gift.
I'm interested in this. I want to know more about this.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't even finish reading. They look back at you.
Yeah. So remember the Big Sur Drive?
Yeah.
So if you stop and you bring a gift to the foothills, they will take it and leave something for you.
You got to leave the Anunnaki offering at Big Sur. And John Steinbeck wrote a fiction story or a story saying that this is real?
No, like he used them in his story called Flight. But it goes back.
And the conquistadors saw this?
They called them Los Vigilantes Oscuros. Dark Watchers. So.
Wait, the obscure vigilantes?
Yeah. Dark Watchers.
This sounds like some Whitley Strieber bullshit right here.
Kinda.
Sounds
like
some
Lemuria or
BS
something.
from Whitley
Yeah,
Strieber.
I like
mean,
this story.
I don't know
Big
about all.
Sur.
I don't know about all this.
If you are traveling through Big Sur, leave a gift at the foothills. Do it.
I already did Chills.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
right,
I'm not gonna
so we're done.
wear it out. I'm liking the story. I'm still thinking about it. What would it be? Is it
That's what
just
I mean.
bullshit? I mean,
It's Nicolas Cage as a fallen angel watching for Meg Ryan. Remember that stupid movie? Or they just stand around and watch people.
oh, City of Angels.
Yeah, he couldn't even finish that.
Is it
so
is it a play on the Watchers from Daniel? Is that what it's talking about?
Maybe. I don't know.
But I mean, we don't know that they're tall. I mean, maybe they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's fun but weird. What do you know? What was your source? San Francisco what?
San Francisco Chronicle.
Oh, so mainstream news.
Yeah.
Reported on this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, number 4.
By the way, thank you for those super chats. Everybody hit like and share. We're just having fun covering weird news. This is Jamie's old shtick. She's been covering weird news for a long time. Weird stuff.
I'm having fun.
Can't get enough. Weird stuff.
Are you having fun? Yeah. So,
Anytime I get to do my Chills impression, I'm having fun.
messing up our lives. You change a good time.
Yes, Chills
like
raps.
the time.
Correct. Where we at next?
Open letter to Bohemian Grove. This is a favorite.
Somebody got mad that the elites were running shit and they wrote a strongly worded letter.
No, this one's funny.
Dear Bohemian Grove, I feel strongly that you are not running the world well.
The Sonoma County Board of Supervisors has to vote to continue their contract with Bohemian Grove and provide security and police and allow them to use the park. So this was up for vote, and a member, Linda Hopkins, wrote a letter about why she has questions about renewing their contract.
Okay.
And she says she says she's a little annoyed because powerful people keep contacting her on behalf of the Grove, and this is her advice to the people who are calling to try and sway her decision. So she says, stop trying to act like it's not weird and be honest, because it really is weird. She says, stop saying it's like any other same-sex social group. And because it has, world leaders and celebrities and politicians and coming in by private helicopter and jet. And it's not like a ladies knitting group because it's all men, right? And they're protected, they're same-sex.
It's the neocons. Yeah, it's the neocon establishment, right?
So she says, stop trying to pull that one out.
What does she think? This is like the mindset of the people in the first article. Like, you're going to write a strongly worded letter to Bill Gates. You're going to write a strongly worded letter to Apple. I mean, like, I'm going to write Henry Kissinger I'm going to tell him, I'm going to give Henry Kissinger a little piece of my mind. That's what boomers think. Like, boomers think that like, Henry Kissinger is going to, like, he's going to be like, oh, this 50-year-old housewife boomer from the middle of nowhere has written a strongly worded email. I will now change my foreign policy. I mean, it's like he's going to change his whole MO because of a strongly worded letter.
That's how changes are made. You write your local representative, and it goes up the chain to, like, mayors and congressmen.
I'm going to give him a piece of my mind.
And then they say, oh, look.
Like he gives us, like a psychopath gives a shit. What
Debbie
do you think?
in Tulsa would like this to happen, and then so your request goes up, and that's how things get done.
I'm going to write that Charlie Manson a letter, and I'm going to tell him I think what he did was wrong. You going to take that?
Well, at least this lady has something that they want, and so she can she wants more women's rights is what she wants. She thinks it's wrong to allow women to serve the Bohemian Grove.
I bet she thinks she's fighting the man by this when all the people at Bohemian Grove would support her feminism, which is a like social destruction operation.
Well, she thinks it's backwards and promotes hegemony. So
they promote the feminism
like,
she believes.
If the women equality is the strongest leg that you have against Bohemian Grove, it's like you don't care that they do all these other burning effigies and, I mean, do you know what I mean?
What's wrong with oppression?
I don't
Give
know.
me a moral reason why oppressing is wrong.
You
can't do it if you're a relativist.
She wants them to stop asking to speak to a man when they call and support women and donate local.
Again, so she's a feminist, and turns out that Bohemian Grove are all the people who fund her dumb movement that she thinks she's fighting the man with. That's how stupid this is. That's what I'm going to be ranting about. It's the dumbness. The dumbness. A numbness from the dumbness, baby.
What else? Number 3. Vacuum of Immortality. Can you hear that story? So there is something called a Dyson sphere that could bring you back from the dead. They're saying Russian researchers have outlined a technology.
Where did you get this? Daily Star?
Oh, what was this? Let me look it up. I want to see.
People believe in anything, dude.
Well, this is part of, there's this transhumanist Alexei Turchin.
It's like, remember when Kip gets the time machine? And he's like,
yeah,
Napoleon, it's a time machine. You don't even know. It's like, let me try it. People will believe that, like, Kip level time machine stuff. Dude. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
This is what transhumanists believe.
I know. I've been saying that transhumanists are like freaking. They believe transhumanism is no different than a damn genie in a bottle, dude. You think that is impossible in mythology? Oh, but you're gonna download into a zip drive? Mm-hmm. dummy. You're not going to download it to a zip drive. Genies aren't real. Although, if it was real, it would be funny to have a zip drive that was a little Aladdin genie bottle. That'd be funny. They could have a USB port with a lad. Like, you could literally be a genie in a bottle because you could download into the bottle.
Yeah. Well, let's see. A megastructure called a Dyson Sphere will provide AI with power to collect all your historical and personal data to rebuild your exact digital copy. You will live like a sim.
Could you imagine being so dumb that to think that the AI CG, the video game avatar of you is you? Who could be this dumb? People are this dumb. They think that like that this zombie is me because it if I just named it me and gave it my voice, then that's me.
This is the topic of the Black Mirror show San Junipero, where they live their life in the Matrix, and Upload TV show where the afterlife is you are uploaded into Matrix.
Wait, which Black Mirror?
San Junipero, the one you wouldn't watch because it was about lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Let's see. This is Plan C of the Immortality Roadmap by transhumanist Alexei Turchin. Plan A is life extension. Plan B is cryonics. Plan C is this digital copy of you. And Plan D is quantum immortality, whatever that means.
So, word salad gibberish that is nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Selling you on bullshit, basically.
Mm-hmm. So, that's the vacuum.
I'm debunking.
Watch Upload. We should do an analysis of that.
I still am. I mean, I have a Dyson air filter. I still have no idea how this gets to a vacuum of immortality. What? So
it was just a play because it's called a Dyson Sphere that has all the power to.
Is it the company that makes my air
I don't
purifier?
think so, but maybe.
Okay, but what does the sphere do?
The sphere.
It's just a zip drive.
Will provide AI with power to collect all historical and personal data to rebuild.
So this is where is this from?
I couldn't find it. This is the only one I couldn't find what it's from.
Weekly World News.
No.
I mean,
some science.
Who?
Thing.
Oh my gosh.
Science fiction.
Scientism Weekly.
I don't know.
The Daily Soy Jest.
Anyway, next is eat your bugs.
Yes.
Bug eating is going to be
natural
big
law.
because there's
natural law.
There's too many cows and there's too many people, and people need an alternate source of protein.
Yes.
And this was in
Daily Soy Jest.
no.
Time magazine.
Yes.
Shocker.
Yeah. So
Skull
Time
and
magazine
Bones, CIA,
had
OSS created Time magazine. Total, ultimate, pure establishment junk.
Mm-hmm. So the people need an alternate source of protein, and crickets are so yummy, according to this article. They're just tasty. They have B12, iron. It's gonna be the new craze.
I actually have a box of crickets over there that we got at Ripley's. Remember that? It's right there.
I didn't think it would hurt you, I would say eat one right
No,
now.
I'm not eating that garbage. It's got fake cheese on it, like Cheeto dust cheese
Cheeto
on
crickets.
a cricket. That's
But anyway, so Time magazine says eat the bugs. They like to put larvae on things like bacon bits and bug powder in the yogurt.
So this is the new diet, right? So the diet that they're coming in. So again, I would try to tell everybody that what's coming in is a totally replacement synthetic world. They want to retool and replace everything, right? So that you live in a synthetic world, and so your diet is part of that. Everything is to be replaced, including you. Mm-hmm. And I'm just amazed that people they just can't get this. I mean, I'm really trying to figure out beyond spiritual. We live in a cult. That's what it is. The whole world is now a cult. That's the answer. That's the solution here, because it's not rational. It's not logical. It's irrational, illogical, and the whole world has become a big, giant, crazy cult. We live in. That's why the cult research is so valuable. The serial killers is so valuable. Elites, global elite series is valuable. Organized crime is. We live in a cult run by an organized crime syndicate of serial killers. There you go. That's how that's the way to understand all of reality now. There you go. I gave you the full puzzle right there.
I have to correct. It was the San Francisco Gate, not the Chronicle of the Big Sur. But
Okay.
anyways,
I
bet the Watchers eat the bugs. Or, just kidding. The bugs are good for international aid agencies like the Catholic Relief Services. They swear by using bug protein.
That's a NGO fake.
Yeah.
Sold out fake thing right there. I mean, anything Catholic NGO, that's fake. That's total establishment, total BS, total sold out. By the way, I'm going to make this video. I just didn't get around to it today. The Pope's visit to Iraq, the ziggurat that he visits. Remember, everybody knows ziggurats from the Tower of Babel. That's where you build your tower to heaven to worship the astrological deities and the demons of space. Demons of space! Right? Worshipped by Pope Francis. Pope's visit to Iraqi ziggurat brings together many faiths. Now, why was this so relevant? Right now, we know that since the 1980s, we've had the Assisi gathering, Assisi 1. Ratzinger then, as Pope, did the next Assisi Part 2, where the world religions come together for generic prayer meetings. Now, Catholics look up Mortalium Animos, Pope Pius XI's encyclical, because Mortalium Animos says that these kinds of interfaith gatherings are apostasy. 1928, it's apostasy. How, within a few decades, does it become the work of the Holy Spirit? That's totally impossible. And that shows easily, one easy way to show the Roman Catholic Church is not the true church. Now, so why am I bringing up this recent thing? I was like, oh, well, the popes have been doing this. They're acclimatized to it, right? The Catholics are just acclimatized to this. They're like, oh, popes have been doing this. That's just another wacky thing that those crazy popes are up to. No, this is different. Why is this Iraqi ziggurat meeting different? This meeting includes, according to Reuters, here's the Reuters, you can look this up. It's the Reuters Pope's visit to Iraqi ziggurat. All right. This is a new one. The interreligious prayer service will be attended by Christians, Muslims, Mandeans, Sabians, and Yazidis, and other minorities. What? Now, why does that matter? Who are the Mandeans and the Yazidis? The Yazidis worship Melek Taus they honor and revere this deity, Melek Taus, who is also called Shaitan. It's also called Satan. Yes, that is the Yazidi myth. They worship Satan, Shaitan. I confirmed this on multiple sources. This is not just me being mean. They're known as the, quote, devil worshippers of Iraq in mainstream media. So now, Francis has taken it to a new level, dog. He's not just praying with the world religions. He's praying with devil-worshipping religions. This is a new strata, new level. Francis always one-upping. He's one-upping himself. Who could one-up Francis but Francis? And by the way, go and read in the New York Times the full article of this whole meeting. It did take place. It's a blessed place. What, ziggurats are really? Is that a blessed place? No, ziggurats are not blessed places. Francis goes on to say, in the stars that these ziggurat people worship, the pagans worship, okay, the Sabians, the Mandeans, the Yazidis, Chaldeans, in the stars that they worshipped. Oh, let's just find, it means all of the religions, including the monotheistic faiths, they're all inheritors of the promise of Abraham. No, Islam is not the inheritor of the promise of Abraham. According to Galatians and Romans, it's Christians that are the seed of Abraham. All right, Paul has multiple letters making this very clear. So Francis telling you that the promise of Abraham is also to Muslims, anti-Trinitarians? No. Sorry. And remember, right, going and praying at a ziggurat, this comes on the heels of the just like every few months, Francis has taken it to another level, right? We got the God wills all the religions statement together with the Imam, right? We got Pachamama, right? Human sacrifice idol, blessed in the Vatican. We got Amazon Synod. We got Fratelli Tutti with prayers for all the world religions, including non-Trinitarians, Unitarian prayers in the encyclical Fratelli Tutti. I mean, it's just, we got the ziggurat. It's just like, Francis is going, Pope's going wild, dude.
Pope's gone wild. There was that frog god thing they put by the Colosseum. That was
the Molech statue that the Vatican approved. That said okay, right? Yeah. They had to get approval from the Vatican to have the Moloch statue put up at the Colosseum Museum there. What? I mean, it's a whole new level, right? Francis has taken it to a whole new level, and people think, oh, well, who cares? No. You can't be in Roman Catholic theology, a Roman Catholic in good standing, and do those kinds of actions. Those actions are considered in Catholic moral theology as apostasy. Apostasy in Catholic moral theology, in their canon law, removes a person from the body of Christ. I'm not a Catholic, I'm Orthodox, but in the Roman Catholic system, the canon law, their whole system, read Mystici Corporis, read Satis Cognitum, those encyclicals tell you that to reject the Catholic faith in any dogma, including sins of heresy, schism, and apostasy, remove you from the body of Christ. How could the Pope be the head of that which he is not a member? You see. And Vatican I, by the way, has removed the possibility of having a heretical Pope. After Vatican I, that opinion is no longer possible in the Roman Catholic Church. So you have to follow Francis, right? You can't pick and choose Francis's magisterial teaching, his ordinary teaching, either one that you want. Ergo, we're in total crazy land. We are in Twilight Zone. We are in the other hellscape dimension. We have entered into the beyond. We are in the upside down
Universe
of Stranger
B.
Things. We are in Universe B.
Yeah. Where crickets are good.
I just watched that movie last night with you. Come True. That was a good movie. A good indie psycho mind bender. And I was like, yes, we are in this. We are in coma world. This world is comatose world because everything's crazy. Mm-hmm. Dream world, nightmare world, nightmare cult world, Inception. Yeah. We are in a cult within a cult within a cult.
It's like we live in a matrix, man.
No, it's beyond that. It's beyond that.
Anyway, all right. So that was Pope and bugs.
Pope bug.
Yeah.
Watch a bug become the next
pope.
Pope.
That's how we got, because the
watch
Catholic
Greta. Greta could be the next Pope, dude. And
Catholic...
people would believe it. They'd be like,
she's the Pope. Hey, it is what it is.
So
it is what it is.
That's what all the boomers would be like.
I like Greta as the Pope. It is what it is.
And then she can make everybody eat bugs as Pope.
Because there's going to be 9 billion people by 2050. This Time Magazine article is saying.
Can't believe anything Time Magazine said. The whole thing is a complete skull and bones CIA fake ass magazine, dude.
They think that insects can be easily assimilated into cultural food, and stay tuned for cricket tacos.
Eat the bugs. Eat the bugs. Actually, maybe it'll be a good thing when Greta becomes the head of the Roman Catholic Church. Because the only people that remain in it will be the last remaining mega cope lunatics that just will defend that system no matter what happens, right? They'll defend that. They'll never break out of that delusion. And then they can send the rest of the halfway sane people left there to the Orthodox Church.
How dare you? All right. So, should we move on? We got 4 more.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Next, number 4. Top occultist says porn is demonic. Dang it. Okay. Top occultist says prawn is demonic. This is from American Conservative, and it's an article about this guy named John Michael Greer, who is an arch druid. So, I mean, it's written by a Christian guy.
So it's written by actual Coomer.
No, it's written by...
It's written by the Arch Coomer. No, I'm saying the Arch Coomer, a.k.a. Druid.
Yeah.
Come on, you know what Druid is, an Arch Coomer, dude. Come on.
Even he says that prawn is a tool of evil spirits and offers pagan solutions in dealing with the exorcism of these evil things. And this reader is writing in, telling the Archdruid that there are voices telling him to do it and making him aroused.
Voices?
Yeah. So he's trying to get advice from the Archdruid on how to...
By the way, if anybody doubts what I was saying the other day about Anglicanism being a joke, fake religion... I'll remind you that the Archbishop of Canterbury himself was a druid. Speaking of archcoomers, right? Archbishop Rowan becomes druid. BBC. Remember him? And remember how like all of the fake Orthodox love this guy because he likes Orthodox theology. He likes Orthodox. Though it doesn't matter that you like Orthodox theology if you're a damn druid, dummy. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
This Archdruid, he actually agrees with you. He says society right now is clinically insane. And that the demon feeds on you, and when you try to stop, it doubles down trying to get fed. So, he talks about the part of the climax on the etheric plane is what they eat. Alright. He gives him advice about taking like Epsom salt baths and doing banishing rituals and stuff like that to try and get rid of.
Okay, well that's not going to work.
I know. But then he brought up C.S. Lewis' Space Trilogy.
Which is really good. I keep forgetting to get to that. We're going to get to that soon.
Because they're talking about how the demons try to convince you that they don't exist.
That's in Screwtape Letters.
And he brings up the Space Trilogy too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well I haven't got to that part yet.
So,
but in Screwtape Letters, that's what he does, yeah.
Obviously, these are not the types of things that you need to call upon to help with that. But it was just interesting that they're giving that kind of advice to...
Yes. Follow the Arch Coomer. He knows what he's doing.
Next story. The Re-Barberization of California.
Mm-hmm. I read this in the American Conservative, yeah.
So there's a new plan for ethnic studies curriculum in California schools, which was founded on... Can I even say any of this?
It's basically just promoting the idea that needs to be a return to human sacrifice.
I mean, can't say these
cannibalism,
words,
right?
But the U.S. was founded on bad things,
evil Western things, right?
Things that are opposite of dark things.
So now we got to bring back that indigenous cannibalism, baby. Where's that at?
So they said that...
I thought, by the way, we're supposed to be eating bugs. Oh, no. We are supposed to be eating bugs. The indigenous cannibalism needs to come back.
They want to teach that the people who settled California committed theocide. And they want...
Yeah, bring back the human sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's the healthy, natural way.
They are teaching songs, chants, and affirmations to Aztec gods.
To the Aztec gods, yes.
Who were worshipped with those things.
So everybody lives in a cult world.
And
we now live in cult world.
Specifically call upon these gods to be warriors of, can I say that?
S-J-A-Y.
Yeah. In
Social
this movement,
justice warrior.
call upon Zippy Totec, our Lord the Flay One, and Quetzalcoatl, and...
Zippy Totec.
Well,
Zippy Fly Tech.
the weird thing that I found out about him was that the way they worshipped him was they picked someone to portray him for 40 days, and he lived like the king, and then they killed him.
King Kill ritual.
Yeah.
That's King Kill in Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Remember in Wicker Man, the guy before he's sacrificed, he is like the town fool and the king. They make him like he becomes like a king at the end. And King Kill ritual is an ancient human sacrifice plan ritual here. Exactly.
So the next article kind of dovetails into that.
By the way, the King Kill ritual is a demonic inversion of Christianity.
Oh, good point. It's called "What's Wrong with Eating People" by Wired magazine.
Right. So Wired magazine is now touting and shilling the goodness of cannibalism. Right. So on the one hand, you got to eat the bugs, don't eat meat. But also, by the way, it's okay and it's good to eat humans. What's wrong with this?
Yeah.
I mean,
juicy.
We were talking about this for years, right? Here it is. I mean, Alex was for years saying that folks are going to bring back Aztec human sacrifice. I'm telling you, folks. And I was like, even I thought that was crazy. What? They're not going to bring back Aztec human sacrifice. Here they are. It's back. It's here.
This one.
By the way, go read the American Conservative article on this. It's in the TAC.
Yeah. But this is in Wired magazine, so they're saying juicy human burgers are lab-grown and cruelty-free, made from your favorite celebrity, or even a European...
Made from a celebrity? How's that going to happen?
They just clone it.
That's a scam. They're not going to clone... They're not cloning damn Bruce Willis's arm so that I can eat
for
Bruce Willis's
famous
arm.
people, or for, like, delicacies.
It's a scam, though.
Yeah, I know. I know.
They're not really cloning Bruce Willis so that you can eat his
They're just
arm.
Promoting that kind of stuff. But they even said even your favorite European royal you will be able to eat. So this made me think of like a weird communion.
It is like a weird kind of communion, but it's more so the scam of what was her name, Belle Delphine.
Oh yeah.
She's selling her bathwater, and I'm like, how do you even know that's her bathwater? Just like some idiot like gamer nerds buying $50 bottle of water.
Yeah.
And you don't even, dude, that's not even her. I guarantee it's just out of a tap. Come on.
So
People are so dumb, dude.
It'll be niche at first, just like the crickets. But then they're going to market it to people like couples could eat each other at their wedding. Isn't that weird? What is happening?
They are trying to inculcate this. They want to make everybody into Dahmer, dude.
Yeah.
She eats your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer.
So, one of the risks they talk about is the foodborne illness, like Kuru. Remember the X-Files? The Kuru disease?
Yes, Kuru disease. Yes, exactly.
And then...
That's why we're studying this. You think we're just doing this for fun? This isn't fun. This is the template of Hell World, dude.
Something they call...
We have such things to show you.
Yeah.
Like, the Hell World's coming, dude.
Something they call the yuck factor must be overcome before this becomes popular.
That's called degeneracy. That's where you get people past the natural inclinations that are good to avoid things that are bad. Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't want to eat filth? You don't want to eat feces? Oh, that's because you have a taboo that you...
Don't shame me.
Don't...
For eating poo.
Toot shame. Don't toot shame. Eat the toot.
Ew.
Or else you're a bigot.
You're gross. All right, last story. Number 1.
Last one.
You ready?
Yes. By the way, we got over 400 nerds. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having fun. A little bit. Some of this may have to go live over on The Rock, baby.
I have even more.
And so we have more spicy,
sensational.
We got spicy stories that we
The
can't
Rock
talk
and...
about. So you can go over to The Rock to hear the spicy stuff.
And I said all the bad words I wasn't supposed to say.
Of course, you always do.
Know.
You just keep saying, I don't know. When you do know. I've told you.
Okay. This is a true story. Cannibals ate a Rockefeller heir. Did you ever hear that story before?
No, I have not.
23-year-old Michael Rockefeller disappeared without a trace in 1961. He was the son of Nelson Rockefeller.
Wow.
He was on an adventure to explore the untamed tribes of New Guinea. And
choose your own adventure right here. By the way, I think it's Nelson is pictured with who's the voodoo king of Haiti? Remember that picture? This is important because it shows the elite.
No. Duvalier? No.
Yes. Papa Doc Duvalier and the CIA, when Nelson was doing CIA stuff down in Latin South America, well, let me show you this. He's there with Papa Doc's son. So you better believe that the elites like voodoo. That's what we're looking. Voodoo world. That's the world religion that's coming in, is voodoo, dude. That's what Francis is doing.
Well, it's
Why are we eating? Why are they eating? Because of voodoo. Mm-hmm. They're bringing voodoo in.
Yeah, and paganism.
It's straight voodoo. That's the world. That's it. The world religion that's coming is voodoo. What?
Because it's all syncretic.
Well, you eat people in voodoo.
Yeah, you do.
What? I'm looking for the religion that encompasses it all. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Oh, so he was on a venture to collect tribal art for his father's museum. And he came across the Aztec tribe of 70,000.
So here is Francois Duvalier. By the way, this is a theocracy. You think I don't want to live in a theocracy. You're going to get a theocracy. You're going to get a voodoo theocracy, right? You're going to get President Nelson Rockefeller with Papa Doc Duvalier running your world. That's it. That's what we got coming. Mm-hmm. Voodoo world. Voodoo world order. That's our next podcast, Voodoo World Order.
Oh, that's a good title for a show.
By the way, Jamie and I did an awesome podcast years ago on voodoo and voodoo movies. Remember The Believers? That's an awesome movie. Go watch The Believers. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. Keep going.
Okay. That's pretty much it. His boat capsized and he was never seen again. He was most likely eaten as revenge.
Well, sometimes you get what you deserve. I mean, it's hard to say that he didn't, right?
Yeah. He was probably eaten as revenge on Dutch Governor Max Lapre, who tried to stop cannibalism and headhunting. So, there you go.
Of course, none of our old shows even come up. You can't find any of that stuff anymore. No, none of this shit works. You can't find nothing. So, let me pull it up. I'm going to go into the YouTube studio to find the videos from 4 years ago. Or the audios. But we covered... Remember Angel Heart? We did Angel Heart. This is an awesome episode that we did. Yes, here it is.
We did not Jacob's Ladder. Serpent in the Rainbow.
If you've not heard this great show we did years ago, how appropriate now is this? Look at that, dude. We called it years ago. We were way ahead of our time. That was 2016 Voodoo Hollywood Q&A. Mm-hmm. And we cover 5 movies. What did we do back then? The Believers, Serpent in the Rainbow, Angel Heart, Skeleton Key, and Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die. Boy, they love that song, didn't they?
Yeah.
They used that song in that stupid movie like literally every 5 minutes.
They got their money's worth from that
They did,
song.
right? They're like, we paid Paul McCartney like $1 million, so we're going to get our money's worth out of this.
It's the entire soundtrack. It's just that one song.
Who's better, the Paul McCartney or the Axl Rose? Neither.
Anyway, that's all we have.
We need to redo this episode because this is old and it's all audio. So we should redo the Voodoo show. The more I think about it, that's what it's coming, Voodoo. Oh, remember BLM?
I know.
They're into Voodoo.
I know that.
Serpent in the Rainbow, Believers, Angel Heart, Skeleton Key, Live and Let Die. And by the way, I'm sure there's more. What's another good voodoo movie that we haven't done? By the way, Believers, the elite are doing human trafficking. Mm-hmm. And they're into voodoo.
Wasn't there one where he talked about Santeria too?
There was a movie that we didn't watch that's about Santeria.
Oh, but I read a whole paperback book about it. I remember we might have done a report on that.
You did it for this show.
Oh, okay.
We talked about candomblé and all that stuff. Yes. Voodoo World Order. That's a awesome title. I'm gonna make that the title of this. That's perfect. All right, let's do them super chats, baby. And we got spicy stuff for Rockfin, right? So stuff that the people over here will cry. They can't handle it. They break down, start crying. Soft people, soft hearts, bleeding soft hearts over here that the voodoo people are gonna eat. You got a bleeding soft heart, the voodoo people are gonna come eat you, dude. Get it? Because they're soft heart, bleeding heart liberals.
I get it.
Or they get eaten by the voodoo people.
Yeah.
So also, what's the Eli Roth movie that you said? Green Inferno.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not, but that's like Amazon, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've not seen Green Inferno, so I can't.
I mean, it's.
But
it's like Midsummer.
no, in Hostel. Hostel is eating people in part 2. And he said that that's real. Eli Roth. Rat splatting in $20. I was an ex-Mormon atheist. How do you be a Mormon atheist, dude? I mean, I can understand it because that's an exotheology, but crazy exotheology. You were looking into Protestantism, and then Rome. You ran across this channel and the movie reviews, and then the theology, and then you went to the liturgy, and now you're a catechumen. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Gang, gang, right? To use the Van phrase. Thank you for your streams in the Discord. Yo, thank you. Much appreciated. So glad to hear that good news, Rat Splatigan. Splat those ratigans. Exposing Powerful Lives, $6. God bless from Buffalo. Nye. K Smalls, Biggie K Smalls says for $10. That Chill's impression was awesome. Much love for $10. Thank you. I hope that you are okay, K Smalls. Big Billa, $2. Is there a good way to red pill a person that's normie about geopolitics? And whoa. Try the video that I just made about the Lil X Nas shoes. Try that, because I geared that towards a very normal audience. And I go into citing, right, the articles. So try that, dude. Try that. Squid sauce. That sounds good. $1. Jay, what is the worst debate? The fact, or T-jump. They are equal. I have said many times. Actually, Ask Yourself is not as bad as T-jump. T-jump and Kurgan are the worst ever. Then Mark Brahman, and then Ask Yourself. So Ask Yourself is actually not at the bottom of the totem pole there. Big Bala, is Christianity a cult? Many so-called Christian groups are cults. Yes. This is an important point to make. So a lot of the bad optics, right, that people have of Christianity is due to a lot of the faux, fake, bunkus, some might say bunkum elements of so-called Christianity. Yes. And by the way, that exists in the world of Orthodoxy too. There are fakes everywhere. Sorry. John Connor, 333. I used to work in Antarctica. Woo! Earth is FLAT. He says there's a big energy shield. We just watched Godzilla versus Quang. We was Kang Kong, and in that they went into Hollow Earth. So I'm sorry, but Antarctica has a hole. It's Earth booty hole, and it takes you into the inner sanctum of the Earth, and in there is an upside down world where King Kong rules. So you just got refuted. John Connor again for 322. The Brahmin Church spends millions to fortify underground bunkers. I think that's plausible because they do have. I mean, I don't even know. I haven't looked into this.
So
this is your super chat,
too.
Right? There are groups that have underground bunkers. That's true. But I don't know about. But they have an end times view that America's going to collapse, and then the White Horse prophecy, right? So they have that view. They got a heads up from countries that they are participating with. Okay, maybe. I'd like to see your source on that. I don't know. Cholo Mecano for $20. He says the vids on the Mafia history are pure femur ese, pure fire, to use white guy talk. He says the Mafia history is pure fire. I can make fun of a white dude, right? Is that allowable? Now we get Aztecs, Neo-Aztecs in California. Yes, it's time for the Reconquista. Hey, when y'all take back over, all I'm saying is I'm not a conquistador. I'm a conquistador, dog. That's all I'm saying. So don't take me out. We're on the same. I'm with you guys. John Cano. Take me to John Cano. John Cano. There, it's better. 420. People that eat their nose things into their teens are psychopaths. Yes, this is the key sign of being a psychopath is when you see an adult eating that nose gold that he's dug out.
You can't say that?
I don't know. I'm just being silly. Now it's a thing where
I don't even know.
Now it's a thing where I get into coming up with the alternate phrases. So actually, I've turned like a judo move. I've turned the censorship into a way to be creative, and I come up with these nonsensical ways to speak. Nose gold, aka boogers. Gil Bates is still a likely nose gold chomper. Yes. Yeah. Eat the bugs. Eat the nose bugs. How about that? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Sign up for the RAC or OK. I put that link in there many times if you want that spicy stuff that's too hot for the soft people over here. For the soft. Y'all soft. And we had fun. This was fun. Just doing something a little different. Trying it out. Seeing what we like. And then look for the part twos. I just finished one of the part twos. It'll be up tonight. And we got a new series. Let's talk about the new series. So the new series, right? We just did a recent series. We did the rom-com movies. That was fun. We did goofy blockbusters a while back. We did Alien January. That was fun. The new series where you know that meme that shows the movies, all the dystopian movies in terms of the date that they take place. There's like 30 of them. We're going to do the whole series from the years that the movies take place. Okay, not the years they came out, but the years that the movies took place. And it begins with what? Mad Max?
1984 is the first.
Okay, 1984 is the first one. And then it goes all the way up to what? Dune in the year 10,000?
Yeah.
No, Time Machine.
Time Machine
is like the year 3 million or whatever.
Yeah.
And Time Machine is dumb, by the way. But Dune is a lot of fun. So we're going to go through, right, chunk by chunk. Because, dude, we're in dystopia. It's dystopia now.
We're
not waiting for the it's dystopia now.
Blade Runner and Children of Men.
Yeah, we're like Blade Runner, Children of Men era. Young Dyer, he says, have you done an analysis of Albert Fish? No, don't know who that is or what that is. Sorry. I will look it up though, Albert Fish. But thank you for that. Heads up. Follow your boy Young Boomer on all of my social media outlets, obviously, because we don't know when we're gonna all just disappear.